Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I got something a little different, something a little new. Hopefully it catches some traction. We'll see here. But we're going to be looking at a hot lap from my buddy Jesse. He's got a 991.1 GT3 street car that's been converted to a cup car with the aero, doors, cage. It's pretty badass. He's got a competition with NASA this weekend at Utah Motorsport campus. Now, I don't have data, and hopefully in the future we can get some laps with some actual data. What I do have is a Garmin Catalyst hot lap, and so he is currently half a second off of the Corvette C8 Z06 that he competes with at this track. And he asked me to go ahead and give some input on his hot lap and see where I think he can make up some time. Now, this is a disclaimer. First of all, I'm not a professional driver. This is just a hobby of mine. And secondly, I've never tracked this course ever. So I'm only going off what my eyes can see on film and not what I actually felt through a car. So yeah, like I mentioned, we just don't have data. This isn't sufficient enough data really to really find the time for this gentleman here. Let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, here we are. Let's go ahead and check this out. Looks like he's following a cup car of some sort, probably another 991. Got pit lane merging to the right there. Turn one seems to be pretty fast. All right, let's back up a little bit here. What I noticed right off the bat is back up a little more. All right, setting up for turn one. It looks like you're pretty much on the edge right here, but I see you start to drift in a little earlier than I would have liked. I think that if you keep it to the right at least until a couple stripes past the curbing to your right, I think you can get more speed on exit to this corner. So let's see it at full speed again. And watch once your tire gets next to the dirt and then the zebra is like probably five meters in front of you, you already start to turn in. So maybe if you're maybe a half a car length outwards and then bring that car in by trail braking, you could get on throttle a lot faster and use this curbing right here on the inside. Probably about like right here you'd want to be on it and carry a little more speed. Another fast sweeper here. And I'm not sure about these curbings. I've never used the curbings. I've never tracked here, so I don't know if they're like super slick or what. But I think if you would have hopped up on that inside curb, you could have carried a lot more speed on exit. And this is a wide curb right here. This curb right here, that's like two curbs put together. I'd use up all that as much as you can. Now I know it's kind of hard because you're getting ready to turn back to the left here pretty quickly, but I think you could sacrifice some speed in some places um, to go ahead and set up the next turn. And I think maybe that's what you did here is sacrifice the speed on this. You probably sacrificed some speed on this turn to set up for this left-hander just to get the car back over to the left. Nice. Nice. Seeing this turn right here coming up looks pretty tricky. I think it's this one. The throttle input sounds really nice. Obviously, like I said, we don't have data, so I can't see what percentage of throttle you're using and how gradual you are, but just from listening, it sounds pretty on point. Same with this turn, very nice. No complaints there at all. All right, so It sounds like you're pretty high up in the RPMs for this corner when you downshift mid corner. I would probably have just kept it in that same gear and just powered through it because it doesn't look like a very fast corner, not much faster than what you're doing already, you know? I probably would just rode it out in that gear. Now, obviously, thankfully, these cars aren't sequential, so doing that, downshifting mid corner to a higher RPM is not going to throw off the balance of the car. Um, and I'm sure you didn't feel it do that. Didn't look like it upset it in any way. Let's see this turn again. This corner, I would have liked to see you get on full throttle a bit sooner. About right here, I would have liked it. I feel like if you take this at a different line and use the advantage of trail braking with rear engine, you could shave a couple tenths, maybe a tenth or so. All right, get on full throttle, haul ass, and stick to the left here. Stick to the left, and then decrease the radius. So sticking to the left, and I would have probably stuck to the left all the way up until this red zebra right here on the curbing, and then started trail braking in. And I feel like if you trail brake in, you can rotate that car sooner. Use this curbing, and about right here, line it up for full throttle on exit. Good use of the curb there. And I get the idea by downshifting. Obviously, you're about to hit a long straight, so you want all that power as soon as possible. But honestly, I probably would have downshifted um, before, like probably at the end of the straight, honestly, not mid corner. Actually, I don't even know if I would have downshifted because it sounds like you're already touching red line. Honestly, it sounds like the car's already strung out. That's a nice exit. Yeah, only thing I would probably would have changed is just not downshifting actually. Keep it here and power through. Because the thing is, the way the GT3s are built, the motor's not very torquey at all. Obviously, you got to rev it out to hit the power. So if you would have stayed in this gear, I'm assuming it's third gear from the sound of it and the speed. You keep it in third and get gradually back on throttle, build up throttle, build out throttle. And now you're just building that momentum up to fourth gear rather than having engine braking when you're not on throttle in second gear here. It doesn't ever sound like you come off gear or off throttle in second gear, but I think third gear might be a better option for you there. Third gear with more momentum. And it looks like you have plenty of space there too on exit. Look like you have maybe half another car length. Yeah, you got some space, not much, but I think having it in third gear and getting on full throttle sooner is not going to push you dangerously close to this wall. I feel like this was a pretty easy turn for you. All right, guys, there's Jesse's hot lap. His competition is this weekend, so let's wish him good luck. And yeah, man, I have no doubt in my mind that with a couple line changes, couple input changes with gearing, you'll find that half second. Yeah, you're a good driver, clearly by this video, and Yeah, small changes. You'll take down the Z06. Pretty awesome though to see you competed against the new Z06. I don't know if I've seen one here on track in Southern California just yet, but I'm sure they'll start rolling out here too. And the Porsche guys can go ahead and put the Corvette guys back in their place. But yeah, if you guys have any Hot Lab videos that you'd like me to take a look at, whether it's on a Garmin or an AIM, um, please hit me up. I have no issue doing that. This was kind of fun. Um, but and it's fun to act like I'm some type of, data analyst and shit. But yeah, have a good one.